Hello students, welcome to Engineering Assignments. In this video, we'll be discussing about the operating system operations, functions and services. In the last video, we have discussed about the overview of the operating system. To that, let me add some more points. That is, an operating system is a program that after being initially loaded into the computer by a boot program manages all the application programs in a computer system. An application program make use of the operating system by making request for the service through a defined application program interface API. Now, in addition to that, the user can directly interact with the operating system through a user interface such as command line interface or a graphical user interface. You are very much familiar with the graphical user interface. That is, whenever you click on an icon, the application program will be opening and you can do whatever necessary things you want to do with that application. Also, the OS controls the hardware and coordinates it among the various application program for various users. And like a government, OS simply provides an environment within which other programs can do useful work. Now let us discuss what does an operating system do? That is operations and functions of an operating system. So the next point I want to add about operating system is that it is a resource manager or resource allocator. That is, resource can be CPU, memory, IO device, file storage space. So depending upon this resources, I will explain the basic functions of the operating system. The first resource is CPU. So let us discuss about the first function, processor management. In the multi-programming environment, where more than one program get executed, the OS decides which process gets the processor and when and for how much time. This function is called process scheduling. The operating system does the following activity for the processor management. First thing is that it keeps track of all the processes and the state of process. You know what is process? Process is a program under execution. And the program is responsible for this task is called as traffic controller. Next is that the operating system allocates the processor or the CPU to a process. And after the use, it deallocates the processor when the process is no longer required. So these are the functions the operating system does in processor management. Next is memory management. When we talk about memory management, it is basically the primary memory management, that is RAM. So the memory management refers to the management of the primary memory or the main memory, that is the RAM. Main memory provides a fast storage that can be accessed directly by the CPU. For a program to be executed, it must be brought into the main memory. For example, you have written a program and you have saved it as hello.c. And this program has to be converted into the type of the program that is understandable by the computer system. So it is converted into an object program. So these two are basically, they will be stored in the secondary memory. And whenever this program wants to get executed, it has to be brought into the main memory. When it is brought into the main memory, the program is called as the process. So whenever a program want to get executed, it must be brought into the main memory. And the operating system does the following activity for memory management. First thing is that it keeps a track of the primary memory. That is, what part of it are in use, by whom, and what part are not in use. And in the multi-programming environment, the operating system decides which process will get the memory, when, and how much. The operating system also allocates the memory when the process requests it to do so and deallocates the memory when a process no longer needs it or has been terminated. So these all functions are done by the operating system for memory management. Next one is the device management. Device management, it refers to all the devices which are connected to your computer system. Can be the keyboard, can be the mouse, can be the printer. An operating system manages device communication via their respective drivers. and it does the following activities for the device management. First thing is that it keeps a track of all devices, and the program responsible for this task is known as the IO controller. Next is that the operating system decides which process gets the device, when, and for how much time. Next, it allocates the device in the efficient way and deallocates the devices. Next is file management. So let us see what all things the operating system does for file management. First thing is that all the data and information available in the computer system are stored permanently in the computer memory. File is a container in a computer system for storing the data and information. Now, what this operating system does? A file system is normally organized into directories for easy navigation and usage, and these directories may contain files and another directions. So, operating system does the following activity for file management. First thing is that it keeps a track of the information, the location, users, status, etc. The collective facilities are often known as file system. It decides who gets the resources and allocates the resources. Next, some more additional functionality is also provided by the operating system, that is security. The operating system uses password protection to protect the user data and similar other technique. See, whenever you switch on your computer system, you have set the password. It is basically to prevent the unauthorized access to the programs and your data. This security is provided by the operating system. Now, all the modern operating system use a firewall for security. Firewall is a security system that monitors every activity happening in the computer and blocks that activities in case of any threats. The operating system also informs the user about the virus, and it removes the virus with the help of antivirus program if necessary. Next is operating system provides a control over system performance. That is, it will monitor overall system health to help improve the performance of the computer system. It records the response time between the service request and the system response to have a complete view of the system health. So, this can help to improve the performance by providing important information needed to troubleshoot problems. So, this OS function enables to increase the efficiency of the system. Next is job accounting. The operating system will keep the track of the time and the resources used by various tasks and the various users. And this information can be used to track the resource usage for a particular user or group of users. And next is error detecting aid. OS constantly monitors the system to detect the error and avoid the malfunctioning of the computer system. And finally, operating system provides the coordination between other software and the user. So the operating system also coordinate and assigns interpreter, compiler, assembler and other software to the various users of the computer system. So these all are the basic functions of an operating system. So once again, let me repeat the functions of an operating system. The following are the important functions of an operating system. First one we studied is memory management, next processor management, device management, file management, security, control over the system performance, job accounting, error detecting aids, and coordination between the other software and the user. So these all are the functions of an operating system. Now let us discuss the operating system services. First thing is a program execution. The operating system is responsible for the execution of all type of program, whether it is a user program or the system program. And the operating system utilizes various resources available for the efficient running of all type of functionality. Next is handling input-output operations. The operating system is responsible for handling all sorts of inputs like keyboards, mouse, desktop, etc. And it does all interfacing in the most appropriate manner regarding all kinds of input and output. Next is manipulation of the file system. The operating system is responsible for making decision regardless of the storage of all types of data or files like floppy, hard disk, pen drive, etc. The operating system decides how the data should be manipulated and stored. Next is error detection and handling. The operating system is responsible for detecting of any kinds of error or bug that occur while any task. The well secured OS sometimes also acts as a countermeasure for preventing any sort of breach to computer system from any external sources and probably handling them. Next is resource allocation. The operating system ensures the proper use of all resources available by deciding which resource to be used by whom and how much time. And all decisions are taken by the operating system. Next is accounting. The operating system tracks an account of all the functionality taking place in the computer system at a time. All details such as type of error occurred are recorded in the operating system. Next is information and resource protection. The operating system is responsible for using all information and resource available on the machine in the most protected way. The operating system must foil an attempt for any external resources to hamper any sort of data or information. So these are the basic services provided by the operating system. Most of the services which are provided by the operating system we have already studied in the last video. So this was the functions and services of the operating system. Thank you students. Thank you for watching my video.